Hello. Today I want to talk about how enlightenment is not the end. Sometimes people think that upon enlightenment, everything is done. It's ended. That's it. There's no further or nothing to do, which isn't necessarily true. While it's true that there's nothing that needs to be done, there's nothing that you need to improve, there's nothing you need to do to be happy or to be good enough. There's still the potential and possibility of ever deepening understanding. Also, upon waking up, it's kind of like if you wake up in a dream and you realize you're dreaming, it doesn't make the dream go away. You just realize you're dreaming. And so now you can play with the dream purely out of curiosity and for the enjoyment of it. Likewise, even though I awaken to what is, it doesn't mean I can't play with what's going on. And so, for example, I may look at some scars or repeating patterns of the body. I know some enlightened teachers will, like Nisargadatta Maharaj would say, oh, some scars are just, repeating patterns from the body. I don't care what the body does. It doesn't concern me. Well, that's fine, but I find I'm interested and curious about them. So when I look at the repeating patterns that are kind of stored in the body, the samskaras, if I look at them and understand them, often they're released, they disappear, and they don't return. And I find that fascinating, how things can fall away, especially if you just look at them and you see through the illusion or the ignorance is dispelled. Enlightenment is the dispelling of the ignorance of the me, seeing through the illusion of the me. It doesn't mean necessarily that you understand everything and have seen through every illusion there is. And so there still is the potential to look through other illusions of the mind and dispel other ignorances. Now, also, enlightenment doesn't mean everything becomes non-differentiable. I mean, what I mean is like on an ocean, you'll see one wave is moving this way, another wave is moving that way. You can see how one wave is different from another and it moves different ways. But it's all water. There really is no separation. It's only in the head that we separate and say, this is one wave, this is another wave, they're two separate entities. There's no separation. It's all in our head. All that there ever was non-duality. Duality does not exist. However, that doesn't mean we still can't play with manifestations. For example, although enlightenment may occur, it doesn't mean all spiritual practices come to an end. I still meditate. I enjoy it. I also have two other spiritual practices I've been doing lately, and that's appreciation and caring. Appreciating whatever happens to be. Warm house, friends and family, still alive, sunny day, whatever I see, I take note to appreciate it. Also caring. Everybody I bump into, fellow travelers on the highway, people I bump into in stores, coworkers. I bump into someone, I try to get a sense of caring for their well-being. And I find appreciating and caring engages you. It puts juice into the experience of life. Not that you need to do this, but I enjoy it. It is fascinating. It keeps me engaged, and it makes it more enjoyable. And there's no reason that you couldn't do this. And so there's many facets to what can happen after enlightenment. And so I just wanted to kind of clearly and not a little bit concisely, I guess within 5 minutes or so, say that enlightenment is not the end. Some could perhaps even say enlightenment is the beginning. Because, with enlightenment there is true peace, contentment, joy, and from there's more that can be discovered. Not that you have to discover it, not that you're a better person if you discover it, but there is stuff that you could look into just for the joy of it. Simple curiosity. So, thank you much.